Health promotion, disease prevention has many meanings and interpretations. It has been shown over and over the cost savings for doing prevention work compared to the costs of treating the disease. We know the rates of heart disease and obesity are high in Native communities, so let's work together to lower the rates and become healthier communities.
Prevention was always embedded in our Dene culture. My ancestors knew that running in the early morning, chopping wood, farming, cultivating, planting, butchering, etc., was so that our bodies stayed healthy. They knew all these things would bring good health and our lives would be blessed. So growing up with these principles and learning about good health in the modern world has taught me the significance of prevention.
Prevention is taking care of your body, and in turn your body will take care of you. I had a close friend, and we retired from the Air Force together at age of 38, and soon after retirement my friend suffered from a stroke and passed away, who had high blood pressure and was slightly overweight just like me. I didn't want to die young because I have a lot to live for, so I decided to change my lifestyle and started eating really healthy foods. I was physically active on most days. I lost 60 pounds and felt great. I also lowered my blood pressure.
If my mother had not had a yearly mammogram, she might not be alive today. It showed a very small tumor. Too small for her or her doctors to feel. My mother had a lump removed and 6 weeks of radiation. At her 6-month checkup, there is no indication of any cancer cells in her body.
There is no need for anyone to get HIV or die from AIDS. Many of our youth believe that HIV is curable or having HIV is not such a big deal. We are finding that youth are participating in risky behaviors and then, as adults, paying for it. Education and prevention are one and the same to me. We need to educate and teach prevention skills to our youth.
When I was 20 years old, I was one of 3 people in the state who became very ill from an unknown virus. This virus caused 1 of 3 of us to die and the other person to lose their hearing. I feel fortunate to have recovered, but now I experience lifelong effects. I dedicated my professional career to working in public and environmental health for the prevention of exposure to injury and disease.
As Native people, prevention is really nothing new. Going back to our cultural traditions and listening to elderly, taking their life guidance seriously. Prevention starts even before birth, with teachings that advise parents to avoid negative experiences during pregnancy, such as talking harshly, seeing violence, or physically being present in unsafe places. It is thought that babies may absorb the negatives and positives even inside the womb. Babies are born to be welcomed with blessing songs for lifelong health. I was told this story by my parents. My mother was always concerned about the modern way in which babies were brought into the world. She thought this was the reason for the way children and teenagers are behaving today.
The power of prevention is our focus. You have heard the stories and voices of communities and leaders. We need to change the model from treatment to prevention. Join the race with me, the power to prevent.